Okay, so this view isn't the best because you can see just the water bottles and whatnot. Still here in the hammock, just reading. I think I want to do a little bit more talking in this video compared to what I normally do. In these videos, I don't normally put myself in them too much unless I'm sort of in the distance doing like random things or whatnot, kind of silently. Yeah, I think for my own sake, you know, when I get older and I look back at some of these movies, it's kind of why I make them, for a creative project, but also so I have something to look back on. I like going back and watching the videos from last year because I can remember being there and like just those moments so clearly when I watch them. Though I was a lot more overzealous with my projects back then, with the painting and whatever I was doing. And now it's like, here's me sitting in a hammock reading a book as the sun's going down with water jugs in the background. So much more creative. Sarcastic, of course. But I'm hoping to sit down and sort of chat more to the camera, because I used to do that when I was little. And we shall see how that goes. It's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and it's a beautiful day. Again, I think it's going to be a really nice 3 days here. Last night I slept with the windows open just because I wanted to hear all the sounds from the forest, as I love, but it was really cold. Woodpeckers and doves. Whenever I tell most people that I come up to these little cabins alone, well, with my dog, he's sleeping over there. A lot of people don't understand what do I do here? And if I'm just gonna go up there and just spend 3 days sort of just sitting, you know, reading, relaxing, listening to nice music, going for hikes, can I just do that at home where I have the internet, TV, and all this stuff? And I can, but I like being quiet. I like just the solitude. I like being out here just to do these things. Oof, mosquitoes. It's first thing in the morning and it's only May, and yet the mosquitoes are already everywhere. I like being out here. I like doing nothing. I like having that opportunity to feel no pressure to do anything because there isn't anything to do. Just sitting on the porch for an hour. If I want to just do that and sip coffee in the morning, I can. Already had the coffee this morning. And I like that. And that's why I started making these little movies last year, because I guess I thought I'll make a little movie of what I do, or lack thereof. And it was really fun. And that was actually something that I could do, is just, it makes me sort of notice the beautiful surroundings and the nature that much more, because I'm looking for things to film. And while it might seem a little boring at times, like it's just all these little compilations of pretty nature shots, I like it, and it's relaxing, and it's more for me just to look back on. When I was little and we used to go on all these family vacations, I would film myself constantly. It was always had the video camera on myself, to give my commentary about whatever we were doing or wherever we were going. And it was natural for me then to do that. Now, this is not. And this is very awkward. And I'm struggling with what to say. But I thought it would be nice to just have myself more in some of these videos. So when I look back on it, it's like, oh, that was 43-year-old Christy, or that was 44-year-old Christy, or however old you think I am right now. This is my first time coming to this cabin. It's the same physical structure as the cabins that I was in last year, but it's in a different location. It's not in Halliburton. I'm in Kirkfield, which is much closer to home, although the drive did feel very long. There's a beautiful lake here. Sparkling Lake is an old rock quarry that was just down the road that Nikki and I went to, and it was so nice. I'm not going to be going swimming this time because it's May and it's probably cold, and I'm not really one for cold plunges. My feet go numb immediately, and I'm not going to especially not do it alone. No rock quarry jumping into lake in the cold by myself. I did not even bring a bathing suit. I feel like I should show the actual outfit that I'm wearing right now, which is pretty atrocious. You know, when you're in a cabin in the woods and there's no one around, you pretty much just wear things for practicality. I tried to put on something a little bit nice to sit in the video, like some, you know, white dress and purple sweater, but I have literally like yoga pants and socks pulled up to my knees and terrible running shoes underneath. And I'm sure that that will appear at some time, as much as I think I'm going to bring all these pretty little outfits and I'm going to do all these creative little things like all of these people who make these beautiful videos online do. I don't tend to actually get there because I'm more practical. No frolicking in fairy forests for me. As much as I would love that, I'm more afraid of ticks. I keep thinking that at some point I'm going to be filming one of these videos and then I'm going to catch like a bear coming out of the woods or something like that. As if that would ever happen. Obviously, please don't happen. Then I have a little fire pit behind me with some Muskoka chairs. I don't usually do a fire on my own. That's something that I like to build with someone. Yeah, so I tend just to, once it gets dark, and I just go inside and stay away from the bugs, and, you know, rather than building a fire on my own, which some people might think is strange that I don't do that. It's also funny that last summer I was on these trips as a very single person. And I was coming alone to these cabins because you know, that was just me. It was just me and Mickey. This year, difference. Not a very single person anymore. But then I found that I still want to come and do some of these trips on my own because I think it's really important to still be solo. It is for me to do my own things, to keep up these traditions that I like to do, and just to come to these little cabins just alone. And I have been quite in a lot of contact with him, of course, since I've been here, because I do like to share these experiences still, even though I'm on my own. So it's just nice to know that life has changed. Sometimes I feel like nothing in life is changing. Everything stays so stagnant these days. But then when I look back to last year doing these videos in the place I was in my life, while there are things that are still quite the same, there are also a lot of things in life that are new and different and changed. Adjusting for some different lighting, I guess. Although not sure how good this even is. Very mottled from all the trees, and I think my camera is a bit crooked, but there we go. It's on a very cheap tripod. I'm going to go and explore the forest trail, and I think it links up to the railroad tracks, and I will find out when I get there. This is a very grassy trail. obviously. I can't see if you can see that. We don't want ticks. He hasn't had his medication yet, so he's getting carried for the time being. You know, just to be safe. Better safe than sorry, Mickey. Hey? Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I know you want to sniff at everything. Gotta be careful. Yeah. It's a carry walk, Mickey. And I definitely didn't need this jacket, but mosquito protection beyond all else, I would say. What do you think, Mickey? You doing okay? Yeah, he's a trooper. But am I? That's the question. So that hike was a bit futile. I think all I really accomplished there was gaining an accumulation of mosquito bites. It was meant to go in a loop. I think that ended up at the road. It did not. It ended at a wetland that I don't think is normally that wet. It did look like they were building another cabin over there. Good luck. Cabin on a wetland. Mosquitoes. Anyway, I carried Mickey the whole way, of course, because ticks, and we came back the way we set out. All good. Adventures. It's a beautiful day out here, obviously. Sunny, very windy. Quite sure the audio on this video is not usable. Yeah, we're just down at the lake enjoying the sun. It's probably 6 o'clock right now, maybe 5 o'clock. I have no idea. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be usable just because of the wind. It's probably pretty bad. Take me home and feed me. Me and my glorious neck roll. His, not mine.